Alright, good afternoon students. Today I am going to start with exercise 8.4, which is the last exercise in this chapter, and it is probably the most important exercise. Okay, so let's be a little bit careful while doing this exercise, and this is, as I said, the most important exercise 8.4. okay, this is on page number 193. Page 193, exercise 8.4. All right, the first question: express the trigonometric ratios sin A, sec A, tan A in terms of cot A. Okay, so you want to express sin A, sec A and tan A in terms of cot A. First of all, tan A, we know that tan is reciprocal of cot, so tan is equal to 1 upon cot A. Okay, then we want to express sec A. Okay, in terms of cot A. Now we know that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So sec square theta, that is 1 plus tan square A. Okay, so sec square A is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, or 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. Therefore you can say that sec A is equal to square root of 1 plus tan square A. Okay, but tan is reciprocal of cot, so 1 plus, in place of tan square A, I can write cot square, 1 upon cot square A. Okay, now if I take this LCM inside the square root, cot square into 1 plus cot square A upon cot square A. Okay, and remove the square root sign, 1 plus cot square A. Square root of cot square will be simply cot A. Cot square root of square, cot A. Okay, so therefore you can say that sec A will be 1 plus cot square A upon cot A. Alright, so first one is tan A in terms of cot A, the second one is sec in terms of cot A, and the third one we want is sec A and then sin A. Now see, 1 plus sin square theta plus cos square theta, sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Okay, or we know that sin is reciprocal of cosec. Okay, we can take any one, so therefore you can say that sin square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. Okay, now cos is reciprocal of sec, so 1 upon sec square A. Now take LCM, sec square A minus 1 upon sec square A. Okay, now take, this is sin square A, therefore sin A will be equal to square root of sec square A minus 1 upon sec square A. Alright, therefore now this is sin A. If I take the square root sign upside down, means if I take for numerator and for denominator, therefore sin A will be equal to square root of sec square A minus 1 upon square root of sec square A will be sec A. Alright, so now you got sin A in terms of sec A. So what was the first question? Express tan A, sin A and sec A. Tan A, sec A and sin A in terms of cot A. Alright, now of course here first one, tan A is 1 upon cot A, sec A is 1 plus cot square upon cot A, sin A is equal to sec square A minus 1 upon sec A. Of course we want to express this in terms of cot. Okay, so sin A will be equal to root of sec square A minus 1. Okay, sec square A minus 1, what is 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Okay, so in terms of sec square A minus 1, we can express it in two different ways. Supposing I want to write now tan square A, sec square is 1 plus tan square A. Okay, so sec square A minus 1 will be tan square A, so this will be tan square A. Okay, Again, see here, sec square a minus 1 will be tan square a upon sec a. Okay, sec a is reciprocal. Keep sec a as it is just now. Okay, sec a. Now tan square a, that is tan a upon sec a. Okay, now tan is reciprocal of cot, so 1 upon cot a into sec a. Now sec a we have already written here, see, 1 upon cot a into, what is sec a? Square root of cot a, reciprocal of this is sec a is down below. Okay, so I am going to put this way, cot square theta will be up. See, this one more step here, 1 upon cot a into reciprocal of this cot a upon square root of 1 plus cot square a. Cot will be cancelled out and you will get square root of 1 plus cot square a. Alright, so this is not over here, it is over now. Once again, see, you want to express tan a in terms of cot a. So tan a is 1 upon cot a. Alright, now you want to express sec in terms of cot a. So sec square a is 1 plus tan square a, or 1 plus tan square a is equal to sec square a. So sec will be square root of this, 1 plus tan square, but tan is reciprocal of cot, so 1 upon cot square. Now take LCM and take square root, so you get sec a is equal to in terms of cot. Now you want to express sine also. See, there are different ways of doing it. I have done it in one way, you can do it in a different way, another person can do it in a different way. It's nothing, there is no fixed way of doing it. The relationships that we use must be correct. Okay, you must be able to use the relationships correctly, otherwise you will not be able to get it. Alright, you can also use sine a as, you know, that sine, for example, this whole thing can be done in a different way. Now here, see, for example, sine square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. I have started with that. Or I can start with sine is reciprocal of cosec. See, or I can start like this also. Sine a is equal to, sine is reciprocal of cosec. So I put cosec here. Okay. Now we know that 1 plus, see, 1 plus cot square theta, cot square a is equal to cosec square a. Okay. So therefore cosec a will be equal to square root of 1 plus cot square a. So that's why I can put here, in place of cosec a, I can put square root of 1 plus cot square a. Now you compare this, see, it is the same thing. Here we got it in 2 steps. Okay. Now here I had started with sine square a plus cos square a. You might say that is this wrong? No. I have used the relationships also, but it is longer. Okay. But this one is shorter. See, once again I am explaining this. The third one. Sine is reciprocal of cosec. So sine a is equal to 1 upon cosec a. But we know that 1 plus cot square a, 1 plus cot square a is equal to cosec square a. Or cosec a will be square root of 1 plus cot square. So in place of cosec I can put 1 plus cot square a. Now this will happen only in 3 steps. Alright. So once again, if I want to, this is your first one, okay, second one and third one. We can start like this. See, sine a, I am doing the third one again. Sine a is equal to reciprocal of cosec a. Okay. But 1 plus cot square a is equal to cosec square a. Therefore, cosec a is equal to square root of 1 plus cot square a. Okay. So in place of cosec, therefore I can write sine a is equal to 1 upon cosec a. In place of cosec a, 1 plus cot square a. Alright. Now obviously this is shorter than this, and you might think that this is very long. Yeah, it is long. Okay, because I started with sine square, but this is also correct. You can start with this also, and you can start with this also. Both are equally correct. Final answer will be the same. You can see the final answer. So in trigonometry, there is no perfect way of doing it, that this is the only way to do it. It depends upon what comes into your head first. Okay, it depends upon what relationships you use. If you use the correct relationship, you will get the correct answer in both cases. Okay, that's the important thing. Alright, now the second one. Okay, the second question is also of a similar type. Okay, the second question says, Write all the trigonometric ratios of angle A in terms of sec A. In terms of sec A. Okay. Now we know that 1 plus cos A. We know that, see, 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. Okay. So therefore tan square A is equal to sec square A minus 1. Okay, this is the identity. This is the identity we have. I have started with the identity. Therefore, I can say that tan A is equal to square root of sec square A minus 1. This is your first one. It says write all the trigonometric ratios in terms of sec A. So tan sec A is sec A. Then tan A is also given in terms of sec A. Now I got tan A. But cot A is reciprocal of tan A. Cot and tan are reciprocal of each other. So therefore, I can write cot A is equal to 1 upon tan A. But tan A is equal to what? Sec square A minus 1. So we got cot A. Okay. So we got sec A, we got tan A, cot A. Right. Now I want sine and cos. Okay. Now sine, you see, if I want sine and cos, it's very easy to get, because you can use reciprocal ratios or you can use the trigonometric ratios. We know that, but 1 plus cot square theta, 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. Okay, so 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. Therefore, cosec A is equal to square root of 1 plus cot square A. Now, cot square A, this is cot A. Okay, so 1 plus cot square A, in place of cot, I can write this. Okay, if I take the square on both the sides, so that is equal to square root of 1 plus. We want to write everything in terms of sec A, but 1 plus cot square A is cosec square A. So 1 plus cot square, if I square both this side, the square root sign will remove. Okay, the square root sign will go away. 1 upon sec square A minus 1. Remember, this is cot A. So cot square A will be this without the square root sign. So now, if I take sec square A into 1, is sec square A minus 1 plus 1 upon sec square A minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will cancel out, and you will get square root of sec square A upon square root of sec square A minus 1. Okay, so sec A upon square root of sec square A minus 1. Now you can see this is over. Okay, so now I've got 4 ratios. Sec A, then I've got tan A in terms of sec A, I've got cot A in terms of sec A, and I've got cosec A in terms of sec A. Now let us see if I can get sec. Okay, sec, we know that sec theta is reciprocal of sin cos theta. Okay, but we don't know about cos theta. But we know that 1 plus tan square A is sec square A. Okay, then cosec A, sec aa gaya hai, cosec. Cosec is reciprocal of sin. So therefore, if I want sin theta now, sin A, I want sin A in terms of sec A. Sin is equal to 1 plus cot square A, 1 plus cos square A, 1 minus cos square A. Okay, 1 minus cos square A. Cos is reciprocal of sec. Okay, remember that. Now, once again, sin A is square root of 1 minus cos square A. 1 minus cos square A. Okay, 1 minus cos is reciprocal of sec. So 1 upon sec square A. Okay, so I get sec square A minus 1 upon sec square A. That is equal to square root of sec square A minus 1 upon sec A. Okay, this is sin A. So now I have got sin A in terms of sec also. Sec A as it is, tan A in terms of sec A, then I have got cot A in terms of sec A, then I have got cosec A in terms of sec A, now sin A. Now one more is left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more ratio, that is cos A. Cos A will be square root of 1 minus sin square A. 1 minus sine square a. Okay, so square root of 1 minus sine square. If I square this, the square root sign will go away. Okay, if I square it, so I will get sec square a minus 1 upon sec square a. Remember, I have squared it. This is sec. Okay, this is sine. If I square sine, then this is what I get. Okay, or I can take in square of sine square, I can take reciprocal cosec square a. Cosec square, we have already got cosec here. Okay, in terms of cosec, we have already got this. You can do it in any way. Instead of sine square, instead of sine square, I can do it like this also. 1 minus, instead of sine is reciprocal of cosec square a. I can take it any way, but I have chosen to do it this way. Okay, now sec, directly we have got, okay, sec square into 1 would be sec square a minus sec square a. This minus sign and minus sign will become plus 1 upon square root of square of sec square a. Sec square will cancel out. You will get 1. Okay, 1 upon sec square a. Okay, 1 upon sec square a. Square root of 1 is 1. Alright, and square root of sec is this equal. So you get 1 upon sec a. Now as it is, you can see cos is reciprocal of sec. So 1 upon sec a. Okay, simple as that. You can see cos is reciprocal of sec, or you can start like this. Cos is reciprocal of sec, so directly 1 upon sec a. Or you can do it this way. Both are correct. Whatever comes into your head first, you can do it. Okay, there is no absolutely fixed way of doing it. As I showed you here also, there are 2 ways of doing it. Okay, here also there are 2 ways of doing it. All you have to be careful about is the sign. Okay, at the sign as well as the interrelationship of the ratios. If you don't get the interrelationships correct, then you will not get the correct answer. Okay, so that's way you can do it. Alright, that was question number 1. Question number 2. Now let's see the question number 3. Okay, question number 3. Now this question is a very simple one. Evaluate. Okay, evaluate. Now number 1, sine square 63 plus sine square 27 upon cos square 17 plus cos square 73. Now this is obviously, it is based on complementaries. Okay, trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So in this case, remember, you must change only one. Don't change both. This can be written as cos square 90 minus 27 upon cos square 17, okay, plus sine square 90 minus 73. Notice I have changed only one in the numerator and one in the denominator. Don't change both. Okay, so this becomes sine square 63 plus cos square 63 upon cos square 17 plus sine square 17. Okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So 1 upon 1, that is equal to 1. Alright, now you can see in this case, there are no two ways of doing it. There is only one way to do it. You can change this one or you can change this one. You can change this one or you can change the lower one, this one. You can't change both in the numerator and both in the denominator. Then there will be a problem. It will come back to the original. Okay? But when you are proving something, then there may be 2 or 3 different ways of doing it. Okay, like we did in the first and second question, there you are proving something, you are finding something, and therefore you can use in different ways. Okay, whichever comes to mind first, make sure the relationships are correct. In this case, that problem will not be there. Okay, look at the second question out here. Okay, the second question says sine 25 into cos 65 plus cos 25 into sine 65. Sine 65. Again, you see the same thing. Here there are no two different ways of doing it. So there will never be any confusion whatsoever. See, sine 25 and cos 65. Change one of the two. So supposing I want to change, I keep sine 25 it is. but change cos into sine. So sine 90 minus 65. Okay, then cos, I keep cos 25 as it is, but I change sine into cos. So cos 90 minus 65. Okay, so I get here sine 25 into sine 25 2 times plus cos 25 into cos 25. Alright, so I get what? Sine 25 into sine 25 is sine square 25. Cos 25 into cos 25 is cos square 25. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Alright, you can see that there is never confusion in this kind of problems because there is only one way to do it. When there are multiple ways of doing it, you can do it in different ways. And I showed you how the shorter one and the longer one both. Eventually you will get the same answer. Alright, that was question number 3. Now question number 4. Okay, question number 4. Choose the correct option to justify your answers. Alright, the first one. Okay, it says 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A. 9 tan square A. Now if I take 9 common, I get sec square A minus 10 square A. Okay, that is 9 into 1 and that is equal to 9. And your option number 9 is B. Option B. Alright, now just see here. This is the part which you need to understand. Okay, this part. Okay, 1 plus 10 square A is equal to sec square A. Or you can say that sec square A minus 10 square A will be equal to 1. So that is what I have done. Sec square A minus 10 square A is equal to 1. So in place of this I have put 1. Okay, this is the justification, writing the reason why you have put 1 in this case. So that is the first one. Alright, let's do the second one. Okay, the second one says 1 plus tan theta 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta, okay, and into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta, and find the value of this and justify it. See, now first of all, again, is this kind of questions you can do it in different ways. Okay, but here see, you can change the tan and sec into sine and cos. So see, 1 plus tan theta can be written as sine theta upon cos theta. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta. See, I have changed everything into sine and cos. The other bracket also, cot theta can be written as cos theta upon sine theta. Cosec is reciprocal of sine, so sine theta. Alright, now take cos theta common, rather it as LCM. So you will get cos theta plus sine theta plus 1 in one bracket. The other bracket, take sine theta as LCM. So you get sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 upon sine theta. Okay, upon sine theta. So now again you can see sine theta into cos theta. I put down here as LCM, sine theta into cos theta. This is cos theta plus sine theta plus 1. Cos theta plus sine theta minus 1. Let cos theta plus sine theta, cos theta plus sine theta be A. So you get A plus 1, A minus 1. That is A square minus 1 square. So I get cos theta plus sine theta whole square. A square minus B square. That is all we have done. Algebraic identities. A square minus B square. And this is equal to, now in this case, sine square theta plus cos square theta. So you get A sine square theta, A plus B whole square, plus 2 sine theta into cos theta, A plus B whole square, plus cos square theta, minus 1 upon sine theta, cos theta. Okay, now I am just doing it here, I am not doing on the next page, so you can actually see it. Now see, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Okay, 1, then 2 sine theta cos theta, 2 sine theta cos theta, and then minus 1 upon denominator sine theta cos theta. Alright, plus 1 minus 1 cancels out. and I get 2 sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. Cancel out this and you get only 2. Now look at the option there. Okay, this is option number C. This is option number C. Alright, so you can see this was again just like proving like identities. This question could have been asked like an identity. Prove it like an identity that is equal to 2. Then take left hand side and show it is equal to 2. It is just like an identity. Prove that this is equal to 2. Suppose यहाँ पे लिखा होता कि prove it equal to 2, तो वो ऐसे ही करना था. But इसमें it is given like a multiple choice question. Alright, so that is now question number. That was question number 2. Now let's do question number 3. Okay. Question number 3. Question number 3 says sec a plus tan a. Sec a plus tan a 1 minus sin a. Again, you see this could have been asked in a different way. Prove that this is equal to something. Okay, let us see what it comes to. You see, first of all, sec a plus tan a 1 minus a. Convert it into sine and cos. Sec is reciprocal of cos a. Tan is sine theta, that is sine a upon cos a. Okay, and 1 minus sine a. Keep it as it is. Now I have converted everything into sine and cos. Take cos as LCM. So I get 1 plus sine a upon cos a into 1 minus sine a. Now this is a plus b, a minus b. So I get 1 minus sine square a upon cos a. But 1 minus sine square a is cos square a. Cos square a upon cos a. Cancel out 1 cos and you get cos a. So the question could have been prove that sec a plus tan a into 1 minus sine a is equal to cos a. Then we start with left hand side and show it is equal to right hand side. It's the same type of question, but it can be done in different ways. Okay. Now let us see what was the third choice. You can see cos a is D. So this is your option number D. Alright. Now let us see number 4. Number 4 says 1 plus tan square a upon 1 plus cot square a. Okay. Now you can see that this can be also done in different ways. 1 plus cot square a, 1 plus tan square a is sec square a, okay, and 1 plus cot square a is cosec square a. So it can be done in different ways. Okay, so for example, see 1 plus tan square a is 1 plus tan square a is equal to sec square a, and 1 plus cot square a is equal to cosec square a. They all can be done in different ways. Now sec square a, sec is reciprocal of cos. Okay, so I can write 1 upon cos square a. And cosec is reciprocal of sine, so it becomes sine square a. So I get sine square a upon cos square a. Or I can write like this, sine a upon cos a whole square. Sine a upon cos a is tan a, so tan square a, and that is option number D. This is option D. Okay, now you can see this could have been done differently also. For example, in this case you can do it in this way. See, I'm just showing you why it is different also. You see 1 plus tan square a, I can write sine square a upon cos square a. देखो ये दोनों चेंज कर देता हूँ, और इधर भी मैं लिख सकता हूँ 1 plus cos square a upon sine square a. Okay, now I've done it differently slightly. इसको tan की जगह पे sin upon cos, cot की जगह पे cos upon sin. Now take LCM, cos square a plus sin square a ऊपर आ जाएगा. So sin square a plus cos square a upon cos square a. Okay, इसी तरह से नीचे भी इसी तरह से होगा, sin square a plus cos square a, okay, upon this is sine square a. Okay, this sine square a cos square a is 1, so I will get it like this, 1 upon cos square a, and इधर आएगा 1 upon sine square a. Okay, now this 1 upon cos and 1 upon sine becomes sine square a upon cos square a. and that is equal to sine upon cos whole square, and that is equal to tan square A. आ गया? You say same thing. See here, same thing. Okay, but done slightly different way. Here I had started immediately by using the identity. 1 plus tan square is sec square, 1 plus cot square is cosec square है, और उसको डायरेक्टली सब्सटीट्यूट कर दिया किया. इसमें मैं I can change tan into sin and cos, cot into cos and sin. Then take LCM and then do it. So you see, both ways are slightly different. Okay, but the ultimate answer is always the same, because if you follow the steps and substitution of the correct trigonometric ratios, then it is not a problem. Otherwise it can be a problem. All right, now question number 5 is there. That's only one question 5 with just 10 questions. I'm not making it too long again. Tomorrow I will continue with question number 5 and do all of them together and complete the exercise. Okay, I don't want to make the videos too long. All right, meanwhile make sure practice them again and again. If you don't practice them, then there is a problem. Okay, especially these. The only way to gain confidence is to try it without looking. Okay, practice it once by looking, and then a second time you try to do it without looking. That is the only way you will get confidence in this kind of questions. Otherwise you will not get the kind of confidence. All right, there are 10 more problems. There is one question is remaining that I should be able to do it in half an hour tomorrow, and it should not be, because there are 10 questions and it will take time. There is no need to hurry. All right, that's all.